So I had no idea this was coming out. I just woke up, turned on the TV, and went to the YouTube app, and there it is, new TMNT trailer. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about the new trailer for TMNT Mutant Mayhem. I don't know if this is the final trailer, but I feel like it should be because it tells enough of the story. I mean, yeah, we still got we got about 2 more months until it drops, but like I feel like if they showed any more, it'd be spoilers, because I can almost piece together the movie at this point. Like I'm like a good chunk of the way, like figuring out how much of the story I can figure out. Like that's the thing, is that I kind of like figured out some of the things, or at least have a good theory for it. So, before we go any further, one of the things that kind of bothered me, and I don't know if that's just the editing for the trailer or something else, but was anyone else like looking at this trailer and going, some of the mouths don't match, the mouth movement doesn't match the voice acting. Like, voice acting's fine, but like some of the mouthpieces, some of the mouth movement doesn't match, especially with when it was doing that with April. Like I just kind of noticed that there, in some points, like, man, is April talking faster than her lips are moving? I don't know if that's like a trailer editing error or something else, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just reading too deep into it. I don't know. Other than that, the trailer does look pretty cool. I do like that. I really do like the idea that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are voiced by teenagers and are acting like legit teenagers, which we've seen before in the cartoons before. But like, the big thing is that they're actually acting like teenagers you'd see today, like doing dumb shit. I kind of like that. I also thought the rat joke was pretty fun. It was pretty funny. I don't know how to feel about this new Splinter. He's kind of like, I know it's Jackie Chan, and I know Splinter Hamato Yoshi's gonna bust a move, but he's kind of looks like he's got the old angry dad vibe going. So maybe that'll change in the second movie or throughout this one. Let's talk about the main villain, Superfly, and I'm gonna talk about my theory, which I'm sure some people have had already, and I'm gonna throw this out. This is my theory. I think Superfly is really Baxter Stockman. Now, for one thing, we do know Baxter Stockman is in the movie. And we do know, and I think this new version of Baxter Stockman is how we're doing the Fly thing, is like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. So I think that's how they're going to do this new character, but also have it connected to Baxter Stockman. Like, Superfly is all about like, he's kind of like got this like Magneto, this kind of like ghetto Magneto kind of vibe, where he's like, the mutants are going to rise and take over, defeat humanity and all that. I'm like, okay. But I kind of thought like maybe it's like Superfly is one personality and Baxter Stockman is the other. Maybe Baxter Stockman isn't aware that he's Superfly, or maybe he is Superfly, and this is like some big grandiose scheme to take over New York in the name of the Shredder or something. Because Bebop and Rocksteady are in the crew. Like, we do see that Bebop and Rocksteady aren't rolling with the foot yet, or maybe they are, and they're just kind of working on behalf of like the Shredder. We generally don't know what the deal is for that. We don't know that, and I kind of like that. Even though I said yes, I kind of figured out most of the plot. There are some points where I'm like, okay, if I feel like if you pulled a Sony and spoiled more, then we'd have a problem here, Paramount. But hopefully, don't pull a Sony when doing the promotion for this movie. Yeah, so I think that's the case. I do think that Superfly is Baxter Stockman, whether he is doing this consciously or Superfly is another personality. That's my theory. I could be totally wrong. I fully acknowledge that I could be totally wrong in that theory that they are the same character. But he's a fly, and Baxter Stockman has turned into a fly multiple times, and yeah. Also, I know like a lot of people are I know people always complain that's just the way it is with fandom. But here's the thing. Ninja Turtles is a confirmed multiverse, so it's all canon. You can go back to your thing. It's not damaged. Like, it's not... Like, yeah, you can go back. Everything is canon simultaneously. It's cool. This is just another part of the Turtleverse, which I'm surprised, You'd think we'd do that more. Like, I mean, if Spider-Man can do into the Spider-Verse, why can't we do into the Turtle-verse? Why is that not a movie yet? Seriously. Or a Nickelodeon special at the very least. I also like that we're kind of... I really do dig the animation. Like I said, I don't know if that was more of a... Like I said earlier in the video, I don't know if that's a video error or an editing error on the trailer's part, but the animation, regardless of the mouth movements, does look pretty... It looks like... It kind of has this fun, like New York grit style, like this kind of New York graffiti style, and I really dig that. I also like that the jokes are pretty fast. Like the jokes are pretty fast, and they actually are funny throughout the trailer. So I can only imagine. I mean, it is done by Seth Rogen. He knows a thing or two about comedy, obviously. But I really do just like the humor in this and how fast paced it is, because the Turtles all themselves are very fast paced. So the fact that we're getting that says a lot. I really enjoy this trailer all around, and it's a neat story, even though yes, we have seen it all the time of like, what if the Turtles wanting to be accepted by humanity? That's every Turtle movie at the end of the day. But the idea of having a mutant and human thing, kind of like an X-Men kind of thing, a kind of an X-Men dilemma, that's a pretty neat idea. It's not like Shredder for the umpteenth time. And I do think we are gonna... I guarantee you it's either gonna be Shredder or Krang at the end of... Like, we're gonna get an after-credit scene or a mid-credit scene of Shredder or Krang for the next film. And we also know that this continuity is also going to be having villain-centric movies that are going to be Paramount Plus exclusives. So this is the start of like a whole new universe. And we can just get like a whole, like, other villains getting movies, introduce them there, then bring them in here. So I think that's really cool. And again, it's kind of nice to see a villain movie that isn't Shredder for the umpteenth time. I love Shredder as a villain, and it's always cool. But sometimes you just got to focus on someone else. And this Superfly, maybe / Baxter Stockman, is a neat twist. And again, it's just hyping him up for the next film. We're just hyping him up, and God knows who else is going to crawl out of those sewers, right? I am hoping that maybe this will focus on other villains too. I mean, much love to Shredder and Krang, but like, I would love to see like Rat King or Triceratons, or maybe even Savatini. Savatini would be cool. Someone else, like, just I mean, yeah, you gotta have Shredder with the Ninja Turtles. That's just law. But I think it's kind of cool that we kind of like branch out a bit, and using other films to like explain their origins and whatnot is a really unique idea. So I'm very excited for this film all around and this upcoming universe. I just like I said before, I feel like this needs to be the final trailer. You can, yeah, I mean, obviously do TV spots when it gets closer, like, obviously do some TV spots here and there, but I feel like you told enough of the story. Let's just go to the movie and figure it out for ourselves. Like, let's just go to the movie theater and, you know, experience it for ourselves. So, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of TMNT Mutant Mayhem? What did you guys think of the trailer? Do you guys think that Superfly and Baxter Stockman are one and the same, or do you think they're separate entities, or totally two different characters? What did you guys think of the animation? All that good stuff. Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.